CNN airs Trump speech live. Viewers shocked by what hot mic caught before feed goes dead, by Robert Rich, Politics US News for MadWorldNews.com. Things took quite a turn while President Donald Trump was in the middle of a speech for the Republican National Committee. During his remarks, CNN viewers were left shocked at what a hot mic caught just before the feed went dead. CNN just can't seem to get enough of President Donald Trump, although they tell everyone how much they hate the guy and lie about how much everyone else supposedly dislikes him too. They're always hanging on his every word. In the end, it doesn't matter how much CNN tries to deceive the American people. They'll always be President Trump's biggest source of publicity. At this point, it doesn't even seem like they're trying to hide their bias with the partisan tactics we're seeing. Too bad for CNN. They've only hurt themselves in the process, as their ratings are in the tank and viewers are leaving in droves because they've exposed their lack of credibility. People are sick of being told what to do. They don't like to hear it from politicians, and they certainly don't want to hear it from others who merely think their opinion is more important than it really is. Despite all this being perfectly clear, the liberal news network doesn't seem to care about anyone besides those who work in their little bubble. In fact, viewers were left completely and utterly shocked by what happened during President Donald Trump's recent speech before the Republican National Committee in Washington, D.C., where things quickly took a turn. Clearly seen in the footage, Trump was talking to a large group of people, but then the feed went dead. However, the most curious aspect is what the hot mic caught just before the camera shut off, and people weren't happy when they heard the words, "Shut it down." Wow. Paul Joseph Watson tweets this out. Wow, I didn't even know about this. Shut it down. CNN cuts live feed during Trump's speech.
Over other countries, and I always say it's an arrogance thing. I say to them, you're going to put your company and country first, but we are putting our country and our companies, our jobs, we're putting them first. No longer are we going to...
Wow, and they even pulled the camera away from the... Wow. And they even pulled the camera away. Wow, do you see this? Look. Like right here. Look, right here.
You're going to put your company and country first, but we are putting our country and our companies, our jobs, we're putting them first.
I heard it. Shut it down, yeah. Now, the initial thought was that CNN producers didn't like what Trump was saying and didn't want their viewers to hear it. Drawing their own conclusions, people thought the liberal network took it upon themselves to cut Trump short, which that's what they did. Donald Trump was giving a speech at the RNC and the live feed was shut down. Shut it down was heard, complained one viewer, while another added, okay, you know what? They say shut it down, right before they cut the live feed everywhere, and yet another person suggested that the liberal network, news network, is not even hiding it anymore. Of course, their assumptions weren't completely unwarranted, considering this wasn't the first time it happened. That's what CNN always does, not to that, but they even pulled the camera back, you see, so it was intentionally done. Back in September of 2016, Trump was on stage receiving praise from Bishop Wayne T. Jackson in Detroit. I remember that. The incident occurred as Jackson presented Trump with a shawl, a Bible, and offered his prayers at the black audience as the black audience cheered and clapped. The cameraman then said, "I'm shooting this. I don't care what they say. I'll take a demotion for this. You shut it down," insists the director, followed by another voice asking, "Shut it down?" "Yes, Michael, do it," orders the director. Source Paul Joseph Watson of InfoWars. Yes. However, this situation may be a bit different than what was initially thought. According to Voice of America, it looks like Trump was the one that put an end to it. Even better yet, he decided to put his boot on CNN's neck at the perfect time. Even the haters back there, members of the press corps, gave us good reviews on that one, State of the Union address. It's hard for them to do it, Trump said. They came up with some fake polls, you know that, fake polls. But the fake polls were even good. Just then, reporters were ordered to shut it down. Shut down their cameras, pack it up, and leave. You see what I'm saying? Come to find out, it was someone within the RNC who ordered CNN to go find somewhere else to play, and who could blame them? These people don't genuinely care what Donald Trump has to say. All the liberal media wants is to find the next soundbite they can use to attempt to damage his presidency. No one wants to be in the company of people like that. Maybe if CNN wasn't full of complete douchebags, people wouldn't mind having them around. Until then, they can get lost. Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. But I didn't hear that this happened in February of the 2nd. I didn't know. Wow. But, you know, CNN can go take a hike. That's all I say. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.